Well, I just wanted to give an update on my current situation here, if anybody even cares. Well, here's the issue why I keep making videos on the same thing about a joint account, and I found a statute that basically governs the joint account, and it basically says each owner is responsible for their net contribution, right? Now, in my issue is the fact that how can you submit a warrant with one named party, my wife's name, right? And then call funds in a joint account stolen without segregating those funds, separating it from the funds that are considered stolen and the funds that are not considered stolen. Following me? So, therefore, if you're going to call all funds in someone's bank account stolen, then with intelligent deduction, you're going to have to realize that the owners, both owners or whoever's attributed to that account, have to be charged. So the question I keep asking is, if you didn't segregate the funds, then how did you charge my wife and not charge me for a joint account I owned? And I've been asking the same question for 2-3 years now, until this trial hearing comes around. But I keep getting the gray area doctrine, I call it, is how can you claim that you did everything correct, but you can't explain how it is correct? Like, it's kind of irrelevant, especially when you attribute the statute that governs joint accounts. So with that being said, the JQC won't give me an answer. They just give me everything is done correctly with your wife, but they don't say my name, Nathan Jones. They don't even correlate my funds, my $20,000 I deposited, and then the $25,000 I paid the lawyer for my wife to, have something that's not the public defender. But if I would have known what the lawyer didn't challenge the warrant. The warrant had one name party. So can you legally get a one name warrant for someone that's innocent, not charged, not on the warrant? So you get a warrant for person A only on this warrant, and if there's no list of particularity, then how do you know what to be searched, places and things to be searched and seized? And if you're just going to seize the whole entire thing, then everybody that's attributed to that place that has the unlawful funds, you would think that they all have to be charged. But in this process, that did not happen. So with that being said, I am now just going to call it discrimination. I mean, look at me. I'm not fully white. I am mixed, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, ethnicity, and my grandparents are Haitian, and it just seems they don't want this particular person as myself to be able to speak about my own money. No different than telling Rosa Parks to sit back on the bus, on the back of the bus, kind of thing. And if you can't explain it without giving some frivolous filibuster gray area doctrine logic, then you're already guilty in my book. And if you can't give a reasonable explanation of why a person like me is not even allowed to talk about my finances, and then call it stolen, everything in my account stolen, but I wasn't charged, my wife was charged, just shows that you don't like mixed racial people like me to have money. And that's the people at JQC, that's the people at the SD bar, that's the people that allowed these type of procedures to take place. but yet want to say they're in it for the constituents, when reality is it's just the gray area doctrine that these politicians use. Look at Nick Shirley's video and what they're doing to him in California. Gray area doctrine. When you ask them questions about why they're doing this to the First Amendment, because they don't care. The First Amendment don't really exist, and these people know that. The only thing that exists is the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. Other than that, those rights that we think we have really don't exist unless those rights are enforced logically and coherently. And even then, well, what would have hurt if my wife was on trial and I said, let me be on trial because I own the account, I put the money on the account, and guess what happened? I was deleted. So I guess people of my stature don't deserve the last say or to speak. So therefore, I will not vote. I will not even touch a bank account in this state until this type of incoherent accusations is ratified, because, again, if funds are not segregated, then how can you say anybody is a thief? Why wasn't I charged? Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to have money.